I woke up this morning, I went to school, I rode the bus, I ate a snack, and I had the sudden urge to watch Spider-Man 3. And that got me thinking, that movie is actually good. That's crazy. But I didn't want to do a video just talking about Spider-Man 3. Even if it is good, it's just not something I would talk about. So, what we're going to talk about is mainly Spider-Man 3 and what this did to the Spider-Man brand. We're also going to be talking about, some other movies in the Spider-Man universe, like Spider-Verse, the original Raimi trilogy that this is in. And I didn't want to watch on Disney Plus like a loser. Who watches Spider-Man on Disney Plus? It's crazy. And if you've seen my setup tour video, you would know that I have owned every single Spider-Man movie. Live action. So we're going to be watching Spider-Man 3 from this imported $12 box I got off Amazon. Because I just wanted to own every single one of them because I didn't expect them to come to Disney Plus. But bang, bada boom, Spider-Man 3, baby. I've got the Blu-ray copy, and you don't. Comment down below if you have the Blu-ray copy. I actually don't know. So I'm actually going to give this a watch, and then I'll rewatch this movie, and then we're going to talk about the movie, and then we're going to talk about some others. So spoilers ahead. I'm not going to give you a not-spoiler part. If you've seen it, you've seen it. Moving on. I'm not going to record the movie. Sony did not sponsor this video. So that's what I'm saying. Spider-Man 3 is the movie. Let's just go. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do for this review. I'm still watching the movie, but I'm going to come back to the camera every so often, talk about what I've seen so far. So, I just passed when Sammy got born. Let's recap. Peter starts off with his opening narration. We see MJ on stage on Broadway. Harry's still looking at him all meanie-like. And then Venom gets crushed down to Earth, and they're watching Shooting Stars. They latches onto his scooter. They go back. Peter goes to Aunt May's house, gets the ring, drives back. Harry swoops him, and he's not in the Spidey suit. He's still flipping around, trying to fight him. He hurts Harry, hits him in the head. He loses all thought. And now we cut. Okay, a little bit before that, Sandman fell into this sand defibrillator thing. I don't know what it's called. And then he gets mixed up in there. So so now the Verminator is Sandman. And the critics are in. Spider-Man saves Gwen Stacy's in this movie apparently, and then Harry goes back home with Peter, and then they talk about his daddy some more, and then they go to the Spider-Man festival because Peter saved the Spider-Gwen, who's not Spider-Gwen, just a normie. And then Sandman shows up. But then Peter quits. Yeah. This movie is really something. I decided to just watch the rest of the movie because I feel like I just need to talk more about that ending. Venom is here. He does things, but doesn't really show up. Let's just Sandman gets dead the first time. Remind you, let me just remind you that Harry is still under amnesia. He doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't remember anything about being Goblin. But Sandman is just died by water. And then Venom latches onto Peter, turned him into Emo Peter. One of the best scenes in Spider-Man history. I don't care what any of you losers say. I've said losers twice in this video. I'm so sorry. Emo Peter's great. But it's what am I trying to say? What's my problem with the movie? It just kind of feels like they're just kind of throwing stuff at you, but it's not like bad. If it's anything Spider-Man 3 is not, it's not boring. But it's not great. You could people are comparing this movie to The Amazing Spider-Man 2, which I actually really like. But I think why people like this one more is because this movie is trying to be a comedy. Amazing Spider-Man 2 is trying to be this dramatic hero story. So that's why people are laughing at Amazing Spider-Man 2. People are laughing with Spider-Man 3. So that's just, Spider-Man 3 is the class clown. Amazing Spider-Man 2, although being a good movie, just not very relatable, I guess. So yeah, this movie just does good stuff sometimes. It's really just like Peter being a jerk before he turned into emo. Peter being like, oh, well, Spider-Man has problems too, MJ. You can go blah, blah, blah. So yeah, we all have problems. So why is this? Spider-Man 2 may be a better movie, but why is this the best sequel? I don't know. Spider-Man 1 was never in the, never ever gonna be my favorite Spider-Man movie. I just think it has what the first Batman movie had. It's just got the Joker. It's just got Green Goblin. And the conflict gets resolved, so yeah. Spider-Man 2, gorgeous. Gorgeous. It is the Shrek 2. But Spider-Man 3, it does what the people wanted. They want the classic comic book characters. They got Sandman and Venom. They got that. But what they didn't get is an actual good story. I lied. Spider-Man 2 is the best sequel. But people like the movie because it's just funny. It may not tell a good story, but at the end of the day, you have the music, the characters, the comedy, there's some drama. You just have all that stuff, but all you need to make it perfect is a good story. That is why Shrek 2 and Puss in Boots 2 are such good movies, and that's why Pixar's losing. But let's talk about Tom Holland real quick. In 2016, Captain America Civil War came to theaters. And people now saw this guy, Tom Holland, as the next Spider-Man on the big screen. We didn't get a Spider-Man movie. We got Peter Parker on the big screen in this, hoodie, okay? So Peter Parker is here. He fought with Iron Man. This isn't a Spider-Man movie. He barely shows up too. But then we get a cliffhanger in the post-credit scene. 1 year later, Spider-Man Homecoming. And yeah, may not be the best, but it's not like The Amazing Spider-Man where a lizard guy that probably no one around, unless you're a diehard fan and have every single Spider-Man comic, probably never heard of Lizard Boy, okay? But then what Sam Raimi and whoever directed Amazing Spider-Man, okay, I don't know. All I know, I don't even know who did anything in this point. But what Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, what they didn't do is they took Spider-Man, peeled him off of the movie, stuck him onto another IP. Boom! Avengers Endgame. Biggest movie of 2019. Oh, look! It's Spider-Man! Isn't that cool? But we didn't really get it. We didn't get Marvel movies. We got Marvel movies, but we didn't get a established universe until 2008. We didn't get a Spider-Man in that universe until 2016. The Amazing Spider-Man is not in the MCU. Which I feel like if they played their cards right, he could have been, and we would never have Tom Holland Spider-Man. But then, after Endgame, we have an Endgame sequel that isn't an Endgame sequel. It's more like a spin-off, which is what they did with Far From Home. Spider-Man mourning the loss of Iron Man now has to want to get away from that. He fought a freaking alien. Yeah, he wants a break, guys. So he wants to go on this normal trip, but Aunt May packs a Spidey suit, so now he has to fight these different monsters, and at the end of the day, Mysterio. So he has to keep fighting with this spin-off movie. And I've never really thought about Spider-Man Far From Home being a spin-off movie of Endgame. If you really think about it, that actually is a pretty good statement. But what they didn't do is make... I don't know what I'm talking about. I have no script here. I just decided to watch Spider-Man 3, okay? And then... saved cinema in 2021. Spider-Man No Way Home. My favorite movie. Not even kidding. Spider-Man No Way Home is my favorite movie of all time. Now it did what Andrew Garfield failed to do. It brought them both into the MCU. After when was it? Like, I don't even know. I'm done with school already. What was it, 2021? I probably should have figured that out. 19 years later, and these guys are finally in a movie that's connected to something. 19 years later. Wow. I didn't know I had this much to say about Spider-Man. If you want to see a video of me like talking about Star Wars or the rest of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I know this video was kind of short, but it did the job. If you want to see my individual thoughts on other movies, I talked a little bit more about Spider-Man 3. But if you want to hear more, I might do a live stream talk about different movies. That'd be kind of fun. If you haven't already, leave a like, subscribe, buy T Fortnite, Jackman Gaming. See you next time. Bye.